우리야 우리 হ্যালো হ্যালো শুনছেন হ্যালো আমি কমিউনিটি আসছি আপনি আসবেন will start soon but it will not come এটা বন্ধ করতে হবে উপরে মেশিনে চলছে মনে দেখ তোমার আছে না পুরো দুটো তারের মধ্যে আবার দেখে নেই কোনো জায়গা থেকে খোলা আমার কাছে 100% হয়নি বলে দিলাম আর আসবে না ওই জন্য অভ্যাসটা হয়ে যাবে ভাত করে সেশনটা সবথেকে ভালো ছিল কেন বলতো, একদিন বলে কনক্লুড করতে, সে কনক্লুড করলো, প্রশ্ন করলো অনেকে, কস্ট এফেক্টিভনেস জিজ্ঞেস করলো, অনেক প্রশ্ন দিক করে, অপশন 1 2 লিখলো। হ্যাঁ ঢুকলেই আর চালাবো। Interview আছে না যে 1 মিনিট হয়ে গেল। দু মিনিট হয়ে গেল, কোনো প্যানেলে দেখা নেই।
কিন্তু শান্ত হতে পারছে না, 5 মিনিট হয়ে গেলে আমি কলটা ড্রপ করে দিতে বলি। A won't value your time, B won't value your time. So environmental খুব strict হবে. This is the
Third
third
time
time
in
it is
2
happening
weeks.
with me. I'm not going to join your interview panel from next time, for sure. আর যতগুলো আগের মেল যাকে যাকে পাঠিয়েছো না, সবাইকে একসাথে নিয়ে
আমি যারা প্রথমে এত রেসপন্সিভ নয়, তারা কাজগুলোকে দেওয়ার পর কিরকম রেসপন্সিবিলিটি দেখায়।
আমার অ্যাসেঞ্চার এখন আধা লোককে ওরা প্রমোশন দিচ্ছে না, তো একদমই তা নয়।
আগের বছরই প্রমোশনটা রেজ করতে পারতো। এত মানে কাজও করেছিলাম মায়ের হওয়ার পরেও, রাতের বেলায়। হ্যাঁ, কম কাজ করা হয়েছে।
আমি আমার প্রজেক্ট ছেড়ে দিয়ে তোমার প্রজেক্টেই কাজ করেছি।
ওর প্রজেক্টে অত কাজ করেছি বলতো
না, যত কাজ
কপি আসার আগে বরুণ যাওয়ার পরে ওই সব যে কাজগুলো হলো, প্রজেক্ট থেকে রিলিজ করে দিল, দিয়ে অন্য প্রজেক্ট গেলাম।
35 হয়ে গেছে ড্রপ দা করে
হেল্প করি লিখি নো ওয়ান
জয়েন
না আমি লিখি নো না ওই কন্টেন্টটা সুইচ করলে এখন দেখা
Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, I can hear you. Am I audible? Let me turn on the camera. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
hi Sandeep. Thank you for joining.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Actually, I had some problem in connecting. That's why it took some time.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I would
absolutely
have
fine.
joined
It's
10
fine.
minutes back. Looks like your video is okay, but your signal is kind of weak. That's fine.
What is not fine?
Mm,
Signal is not fine.
it says weak, but that's okay.
Okay.
I don't have your resume with me. I think this is not going to work. The dynamic
Do
link has a
you
problem.
want me to send it in this chat? Can I send?
No. That's fine. So you can just tell me some brief, like how many years of experience you got?
I have 7.9 years of experience in total.
Okay. So how many relevant experience you have in React?
React last 2 years I'm working in React. I have entire front-end experience. You can say last entire 7.9 years. I have worked with
No, you worked only in front end. Okay. Okay.
front-end also along with that back-end also. I'm working as a full stack, but majority of my time I spend with Angular, React, or Node.js, JavaScript-based libraries and all. I'm expert in JavaScript, you can say. Additionally, I do have experience on as a full stack Node.js. I mentioned Java also. I have little bit of experience on writing Spring Boot and Bash Hibernate frameworks. Little got exposure in DevOps technologies like Docker, Kubernetes in terms of managing pods, using kubectl, creating container out of it, creating image files, and automate the deployment using Argo, Vault, and all. So that we have done for our projects. So this is all about my quick intro.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Right. So okay. Right. So let's go. So initially I'll ask you more about JavaScript, and then we'll go
Yes.
something in React, and then we'll ask some general developer questions and wind up. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a process. Okay. So let's go with JavaScript, right? So how do you create objects? Like, okay, before that, I would like to tell you there is a small chat box, right? And the bottom of the screen, you can see there is a
I wrote.
chat window.
Yeah.
You will get high message from me.
Yeah, I got. May I know your name? I got. So that is different. I am here to help you.
No. Yeah, I just messaged you hi. There is a black color panel right in the bottom. There is a chat
Oh, yeah.
icon.
I got it. Some other chat box also open. I'm unable to close it. Right side. That is maybe this utility chat. Yeah, leave it. Yeah, I got your message, Sandeep.
Okay, that's nice. Let's go now. Right. So how do you create an object? You can actually type it over there. You can first tell orally, and then you can do it.
Yeah, so object we can create like let obj, and then we can create the key value pairs like this. You can see my screen or not?
No. I mean, you don't need to share the screen. You can type it over there. But yeah, just tell me what are the ways you know. You don't need to type now. At least for
Yeah.
now,
So
I'll
there are
tell you.
different ways to create object. One is this way. Then there is object.create method is there. Using that we can create object. Then object constructor is there. Let object equal to new object. You can create it right and create it. You can create a constructor like that. You can create a function person and give name space, and you can create object like let John equal to new. Then give the person name over there. Okay, like these are the some different ways we generally create objects, especially.
Okay, cool. So next question, right? Like you said about constructor, right? So can you create an object called person
Yeah.
um, with the
Using
first name and last name?
yeah. So if I create a function, function person, and I can give a name and age. In the chat window only I'm creating, okay? And let's
No, using constructor function.
yeah, I'm creating that.
Like function constructor.
Yeah, just a minute. Huh? function. I can give any name Arghya. I just pinged you. So here one function I have created, and using that I'm doing that. And but if you want in a constructor function, then I need to write class based way, like class person. I need to
No,
write.
no, that's fine.
Yeah, you
No,
got it.
no, 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 this is fine. This is fine.
Yeah,
Mhm. So now I want another object called an employee object that should be derived from person object, right? Like you, how do you do that in ES5? This is ES5, right? Not ES6. So how do you do that in
yeah.
ES5?
Like in this function, in this person object is there.
No, 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 no. Wait, hang on. So I have something called employee object.
We have an employee object. Okay.
That is kind. Okay, that is kind of a child class of person.
Okay.
Okay, person is one class. Like
Yeah.
person is one class, like parent class.
Yeah.
And then you have employee as a class.
Yeah.
All I need is employee ID, an extra parameter.
Okay.
So I want you to inherit the existing properties of person into employee because it is going to be child class, right?
Okay.
So I want one more. I mean, basically because employee is also a person. He has name, he has age. All I want to do is just add one more property to it called employee ID because that is only specific to employee.
Got it. So I
Make
have
sense?
a, let me understand.
Like basic oops,
Yeah, let me clear it.
like basic oops.
Yeah, I got it. Let me clear it what I understand. So I have a person object like what I created just now. Similar way, I have another employee object. Okay, so let me create the employee object first. Function employee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Okay.
employee can have name, age, ID, name, age, ID, whatever it is, and then we can assign that. So over there, what we'll do, we'll write another function like function employee will pass name, age, and ID like that. Then we can use the call method. Okay, like person is having a call person dot call. Let me write it, then I can explain better. So then we can pass the as an argument to this. Okay, so this name and age we can pass this, and then we can use this dot employee ID or whatever it is equal to this employee ID that I am receiving in this function. Okay, and this will be the structure will be like this. So here what will happening that we are establishing the like prototype chain, you can say, to inherit these methods. Like during a call, what we will do, employee dot prototype equal to, we can do object dot create, and we can pass the person, right? Person dot prototype like this. Let me continue first. So in this line, we are establishing the prototype chain to inherit the methods of that class. Okay, and we can again like initialize it to the constructor as well, like employee dot prototype dot constructor equal to employee. So that will establish the constructor also. Let me do it. Employee dot.
No, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is enough. I understood. This is enough.
Yeah.
No, this is enough. This is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. Thanks. Right. So next, right? We'll go to the next one. So what are the ES6 features have you used in recent times?
ES6 like map, like destructuring, had a destructuring, object destructuring, and like for in, for off, these all features we have introduced, REST operators, and there are syntax like these all late var concept games like variable, like block scope and some of the not. Okay, those things we have got introduced. Some default parameters also got introduced. Earlier days we like if add is having two parameters, now if we pass one parameter used to get a problem, but we can initialize those default parameters with 0. Arrow functions we got, defined ways of template literals we got. For that we can write multiple line strings. Okay, REST operators, fed operators, I think I mentioned. And what else? These classes we got, even modules features we got, like import, export. These all features was earlier not there. So these are some of the things we got. Like one I use personally, but there was another features which I recently used in our project. There was symbol, like to hide something, some ID or something towards the entire class. So we use symbols. These are the some things which I recall right now.
Okay, that's fine. Have you used spread operator?
Yeah, spread operator I have used.
So what is a spread operator?
There is two concept. Like let's say you have a array, let's say, and you want to spread that the total number of variables with other things. Let me give an example. For example, I have an array let arr. So when some other chat window actually open, how can I close it? Right side, hello there.
Hello?
I am here to help you.
Hello, you're not audible. Hello. Your voice,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
you muted your.
Yeah. So what I'm telling, right side, one chat window opened. Do you know how to close it? There is no close button. Your half of the screen is occupied by that actually. Don't know? Some help window is there in this panel. I somehow clicked it mistakenly. Let it be. Okay. So let me write one array. Let's say object, or let's say let's add one array. Let arr or some names or something equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay. I have an array where I have three numbers 1, 2, 3. Now let's say I am using the maximum number to get that. Okay. So we'll write math.max, and over there we'll give this array. I will destructure it like this, dot mm, names or whatever it is, like this. So this is one thing. It's not names, the numbers.
Okay, one second.
Yes.
Okay, one second, right? So I have a question here.
Yes.
So you,
Yes.
so this is wrong, basically, but I think it is probably a mistake from your side. That is okay. But so one question I have is, so why do we need to? So math.max is something different.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is for the
RP is something different.
yeah.
So, but why?
But
How are
this
you
is not the
using this?
actual
Like,
use cases. This will also work, but our use case is, for example, when it will be useful. Let's say I have.
no, Mike. One second, right? So you, since you brought it up, I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Math.max is operable only on numbers, right?
Yeah.
So this, but so you are using on an array. So how is that possible?
Yeah, so once you spread it, so this will be not, see, it will be comma separated values like that way. Once it will be spread it. So this is the bind
Okay.
concept actually here that is getting applied over here. But what you are asking, I understood, that is the spread operator that we have in a different context. Like, let's say I have an object with A1, B2, like two ways, okay? Or some array, let's say 1 to
That's
1.
fine. I understood.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Next question, follow-up question, right? If at all, if you have to do the same thing, math.max in ES5, how do you do that? To find a
ES5 way, right? ES5 way, how
hmm.
can I do the math or max? Some bind we need
No.
to call, apply bind. We need to use that bind. Let me think how I can do that. So we need
No,
to
what is the difference between call apply and bind?
so call apply bind are
No.
basic. Yes, call apply bind. Call I have already used, right? So if we want to use a context of others, like this, we are using of the persons. We want to give reference of that this. Okay. So at
Mm-hmm.
that time we can borrow other functions. Some features is already developed, so we can use that call. Okay. And
Mm, mm,
so this
mm,
value will be changeable in case of call that I just explained. And in case of bind is that bind also does the same thing, but no,
mm,
sorry, apply. Now, I'll come to the bind. So
mm,
apply also does the same thing, but the way we pass the value is different. Like we pass initially the object, then in an array syntax we pass the other things that we are expecting. Okay, so array like object arguments we need to pass in case of apply. Things that doing same only, but in case of bind, that is little different. That is this method will create a function that you can say like that this value is we will provide here also, but we can use that later. At the end it will remember the context, so we can use it. Okay, so that is where this like bind is useful. you want, I can give an example by coding also. Shall I give a explanation by doing a coding?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So my question was, how do you do that using US5?
Which
Let's
one?
come to that.
This maximum number using
Math.max.
math.max using ES5. Okay. Oh, hold on. So here what I will do, like let's say var nums equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. Okay, and so this is the first line. Okay, so here if I need to find the maximum number out of this, so we'll use math dot max. Okay, we'll call the math dot max, but we need to attach it with apply, as I was explaining. We need to attach it with apply, and we can give any reference. It could be like we no need this actually, and we can pass the numbers, whatever it is, nums. So in this way, if we pass it, it will be also working, because this is also equivalent to math.max, comma 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that way. This apply method actually take two arguments. One is that this, currently it is not needed, so I just gave this value is we are passing null currently, okay, and the max is doing its own job. In ES6 we do it using spread operator. Math.
Why can't we use call?
Why cannot we use call? Because call, we cannot pass more than like these arguments, right? In case of nums, if we pass, we are passing more than we are passing an object array like this way. Like in case of call, we cannot pass. No, we can do it using apply only. Let me think if we can do it using call. Call also we can do, but syntax will be a little bit changed. Like math dot max dot call, and over there we'll pass null, and we need to pass names. Uh, but it will be not working if we pass in that way. Max.call using names, it will not. So in max, we need to give that in a comma separated way only. That we cannot, which does not work with math.max, right? So that's why it will not work with call. So like when it is evaluating actually math.max and in bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever the number we give now, so that does not work with call, because it is actually expecting a number, like not an array of numbers in case of call, okay. But with apply, we can give an array of numbers, okay. So that is why apply will work, but this will give, if I do math.max.call like this way, it will give not a number like this way. So that is the only reason it will work with apply, not with call. Yes.
This will work.
You wrote math.max.call, then null dot numbers. That is paid operator numbers. Acha, call, you give two things. One is the null reference and then dot numbers.
Same. Whatever you did on top with using math.max of triple dot, same thing. Anyway, that's fine.
CS6 way it will work also.
I mean, just trying to understand your level of understanding with triple dot, that's all. Anyway, that's fine. Let's go to the next question.
Yes.
Small follow-up question.
Yes, please.
Wait, I got some call. Okay, found something. Right.
I wrote a program.
Can you tell me what is output of this?
Okay.
Small thing, just to understand.
Point sum equal to a b and the arrow function returning a plus b. Normal function doing add of those two numbers a plus b, and then you are having an array arr equal to 231. And you are console logging sum arr. You are calling sum arr. Once num equal to bracket start bracket then a b arrow function a plus b. Okay. So I am having arrow function. If I just do 3 to 5 or the 6 it will then we are passing some an array to pass some within that an array arr. So 3 to 5 1 so three plus two plus one. Six into one. And numbers. We have. It should be six only, right? Like we are
You
passing.
tell me.
Yeah, it should be
You
six.
tell me.
It should be six.
Can you tell me why?
Like we pass the array, so
Hmm.
the like over there, but it will be the function we have written over there inside a b a
Hmm.
plus b, so it will work for like all the sum of all the elements. Like internally, it will work like a call, and it will bring the 3 plus 2 plus 1 6.
No.
So output will not be 6.
So sum of array, you're sending only one parameter. So A will be mapped to array, but what is B there?
Uh,
Hmm?
b is null. So we have an array a plus b. Uh, a b constant equal to a b. Will not easily reduce on the arrow function normal constant equal to a b return a plus b and let arrow equal to 1. It will not be 6, I guess. It will be uh, error or something, it will come. If we need to make it in this way, the way you wrote it, like arrow function, and you are passing one array with the sum function, then you need to like error dot reduce or something and initialize it with 0, like a plus b and another is 0, like that way it will, you need to write. Here we are just expecting two number where b is not initialized, so it will be an error.
No, B is undefined.
B is
No, I
undefined.
gave you clue. Now tell.
On sum equal to a comma b within bracket, and we are just doing
Hmm.
return a plus b, simply arrow
Hmm.
function that's doing a plus b. So we have an array 2 3 1. Let arrow equal to 3 1. We are just doing console log sum arrow, sum arrow undefined. So underscore just changing a net parallel So B, if it is B is undefined and array is to say one console log sum A error undefined.
Hmm. It's okay. Let's move on to the next question. That's fine. You know destructuring.
Yeah, I know destructuring.
Okay, let's give you a small.
Okay, const hero equal to name equal to
So
not
can you destructure city?
city.
Yeah.
Okay, const hero equal to object name Batman username something. Then I have address, and then within that city equal to San Francisco. One level inner level restructuring. So let city equal to dot city structure is. I have to restructure when I have a address and then within that I have a city. Okay. So I have an address property. Within that I have a city and evaluate property. In normally, if we do simply, we can write like let name, age, or whatever it is, name, address, like that, equal to the object name hero. We'll restructure the address within the hero. And again, if we need to restructure the city, and then we need to in this case actually we have city not outside, city is inside address. I have the city, right? So again we need to do a restructuring in that case, like let city equal to simply come for the let city equal to
No, why are you doing name? Hello. Why are you doing name?
I mean,
No point in doing name.
I'm just trying to do next line I'm writing. Let's city. No, no. I
It's
can do in a
okay.
different way. In one line only, I can do it here. If I need to restructure only the city part, the address city part, like this way, we can do let name is not needed. Let's say addresses. Addresses, I can write city and then I can write this hero. This way, let address colon then city whatever it is, and that will be closing bracket. I will give wrong bracket equal to hero. So that will bring the city, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I was doing two levels, but in one level also we can do.
Okay. I'll give you another small thing.
Okay, const users equal to one array you have given. Const equal to one array that is having property. First property is in the bracket ID1 has submitted true, and then the second object is
No, I
ID2.
gave you a small problem, right? Problem statement. Write a program which returns true if and only if as submitted is true in all the objects given in the array.
Write a program which returns true if and only if has submitted is true in all the objects in the given array. Has submitted true in all the objects in a given array. Okay. like one property is true in a object in a given array. Okay, so I have an object users equal to all the objects in the given array. So we can write like this: const all submethod once equal to result equal to users empty empty, and all the users will go user user dot has submitted user dot has submitted equal to result true, and it will return me the result. So I just wrote true and then this. So okay. So what I'm trying to do is that I'm running a loop on top of that users array. Okay. So users.every I have used over here. So checking that has somebody true or not. And if we have to use normal array thing, so we are using array.prototype.every here actually in this program. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So next, I'll ask you something about React. So, have you used React hooks?
Yeah, React hooks I have also used like use effect and use states, and these are the few React hooks that I have used in React 16.
So, have you used React Memo?
React Memo, yeah, I have used in class component once earlier, React Memo also.
Okay, what is the concept of that?
React Memo concept.
Hmm.
So React Memo is basically like it is like something kind of some functions we are writing to do some like expensive operations or something like that. But if we need to clone it that in some way, optimizing the performance better way, and removing the dependencies also you can say. So that to memorize the like expensive functions and other things in a special way. So use that use memo hook, like from we need to import that from the React, and then we can use that like in the component itself only we give that and use it. You are not audible. Hello.
Sorry, my colleague came.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah. Sorry. Take your time. Take your time. Sorry.
No. Yeah, right. So, I mean, I understood a little bit of whatever you said. Can you just a little bit repeat whatever you said in React Memo?
Yeah, like to memorize the expensive functions you can say, which means that you can have some functions that you have already in your projects, like, and now you want to reduce those dependencies and all, so that
No,
you can use memo. You are breaking up a little bit.
user dependencies. Yeah, some like the
Yeah.
internet, right? So,
Like
you said dependencies reduce. What is that? Like we don't really do need to do that, right?
see, exactly, I cannot recall. I did not use that expensively React memo. I just memorized the concept. Like there is a React memo things which can help us to remove the dependencies. Because you know what? Like every time we do a render, and that time if we have something we need to discard out that. I cannot recall. I cannot come up with some answers like that. I cannot recall that.
Okay, that's fine, man. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Next question I have is, so have you used there is context API?
Context API, yeah, context API create context in terms of React Redux, right? Redux hooks are there, so there we have used it.
Okay, so you probably are not very comfortable. I mean, maybe you have not used much in context API, right?
Like whatever the thing is, like I know like context API provides you a store and to interact with the different things on top of that.
Okay. So have you used Redux as well?
Yeah, yeah, Redux I used extensively in Angular also, and yes, React projects
Hmm.
also I have used. Like the concept here is
So
very simple. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
what
to
does what is the extra feature? What is the extra feature what Redux gives apart from, I mean, using along with Redux? No, React with Redux, right? If you're
yeah,
trying to use Redux, what is the extra feature it is adding you to the React?
yeah. Can I share my screen? I can draw then. Is it
No,
possible?
no, 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 no. You can just tell me. That
Okay,
is
fine.
fine. You don't need to
So,
share.
thing is, see, in React, like different components are there. There are some ways we can communicate with different components. Using, sorry, I forgot context API. Context API we use for data passing actually. One component to another component, another component to another component. But in this data passing, what happens, like I need to involve other components also. That is not required. So we need to bring them into the picture and pass the data. And now Redux, what it does is like it provides a centralized state, you can say, for our entire applications. Like we have a store, and so over the store is the single source of truth, you can say, and we have reducers, actions, dispatchers. So if we need to bring some data, and what we can do is like we can just take a slice of the store and use a dispatcher method that will dispatch that, and it will be available to other component also. But what is the need of it? The need is if it is a big applications and your entire applications data management is also crucial here. So this Redux helps us in a great way of managing the data for the entire applications.
Cool, man. Cool. So,
Yeah.
what else can I ask you? Right, I'll give you a,
Sorry.
yeah. No, I'm just thinking, right? What else I can ask you? Hmm. So you have almost 8 years of experience, right? 7.8 or
Yeah,
7.9.
yeah, around 8 years, correct.
So are you from computer science background by any chance, or
Yeah, I
from
am from
like
computer
any
science
other?
background. I love computer science, data structures. Yes.
So that's why I just trying to ask, like, what are the data structures have you used in JavaScript?
JavaScript, like see, like depending on the problems, we need to create different data structures. Like see, JavaScript itself is a stack, right? Every time it is internally using stacks, recursions, and queues.
Hmm.
Sometimes we need once we are establishing socket connections, like even arrays itself is a data structure. And like we have done a program recently to establish a like socket connections between two ports, and also there we used queue concept. Ultimately queue is nothing but we create a class and create an array and create some pointers kind of structures, and define our logic in the way first out or last out, how it will work. I am well versed with binary search and or like AVL tree, dynamic programming, so whenever it is needed. So we do this kind of things. Object itself another data structures in the JavaScript. Set is another data structure, you can say, which is recently introduced to create the unique numbers. Map is there, which recently came. Okay, this these things really help with that.
That's fine. That's fine. So I have a question now, right? So I just want to understand your level of understanding with data structures. I have a question on this. Like, I have a huge chunk of string, maybe like 10,000 characters.
One string
Okay.
is having 10,000 characters.
Hmm.
Okay.
Maybe more.
Okay,
Take the whole book.
very
I
big
mean,
string.
like crazy. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to list out all the unique, meaning all the alphabets. Example, if I take my name, right, Sandeep. Okay.
Sandeep. Huh.
So S is repeated one time. A is repeated one time.
Repeated one times.
E N is one time, and then
E is repeated two
D is one
times.
time. E is two, and then
So
P is
you
one time.
want
Something like
the
that.
mapping, right? Like how many characters are repeated how many times, right? This is something you
Yeah,
want.
yeah, 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 yeah. And then like you have to do that.
Okay, okay, got it,
Like
got it.
what is your approach in that case?
So, like repeating string and get the characters done. We can simply go one approach. I think that is optimized or not. We can create an object. Okay, let some
Hmm.
count or some count map
Okay.
equal to like some empty objects we can create. Then we can run through the end of the length of the string, and we can
Hmm.
initialize that like. Every index will pick it up. Okay, every index will pick it up, and then we can like check if it is already available, it is let it be, otherwise we can increment by one. So like that way my counter map will be formed. Okay, so that counter map will give me at the end like this key value pair will matter at the end.
Sorry. No,
Yes.
no, I was actually lost in between. You said
Okay,
something
okay.
like you will
Yeah,
go
yeah.
through, will trace through the whole object once, and then you did. You
That
said
is one
something.
approach. Like I'll go to the string dot length and pick up one by one string and check if it is having, or then I'll add it one after another in the object. I'll keep on adding. So at the end, what we'll have, this kind of structures will be formed: S1, A1, N1, B1, E2. But here the point is, string is huge. You mean to say, okay?
Hmm.
So a
Hmm.
huge string can have a performance issue also. Uh,
Hmm.
that is, I'm thinking, like this is the normal way we all do. Like simple, whenever it is needed, this kind of structure. We just
You said something, right? Initially, you said you will go through a whole
yeah,
array and all something.
yeah, that
So,
is
no,
common.
no, you go through.
Yeah.
So, what is the solution now? Like, what is your approach?
So
Just
if it is a
give me in a short.
thinking, if it is a big string,
No, anyway, whatever you just told, right? Tell me what is that like. I did not hear properly because it got cut
oh,
in
the
between.
initial solution you did not hear properly. Okay, okay. The initial solution is I will create a map, like object, let's say count map equal to empty objects. Okay. Then I'll loop through the entire loop. Let's say string S1, S1 dot length up to that I'll loop through, and I'll check every time in the object formations, like if this particular key, like I'll form the key pair over there with error I will be the first key, and if that value is present or not, if not, then we'll do +1. Initially it will be 0. Okay, so like that way I'll loop through, and at the end every time I'll have all the alphabets, number of times it is repeating, it will be there. That is like one easiest way we can loop through that, and we can do this. Okay, this is one approach.
Hmm.
Can I
No, you
write the
said you
code?
loop through and then you'll.
Can I write the
No, no,
code?
no. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, right. We almost finished, right? So 225, 226.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap this up. So how was the interview? Like, did you feel comfortable? Did I ask something relevant to everyday kind of,
Yeah, it's my day-to-day
or
work,
did I?
and I was really enjoyed the sessions. It was a great learning and collaborative sessions by you, Sandeep, and really thank you for attending it, also joining it, and like how was my performance all total? So that is something I would like to know, but because it helps me to grow to the next
Yeah,
level.
yeah, it was good. You kind of very interactive and then you were very enthusiastic, energetic. So you answered a lot of questions. I still feel you could have done better, but still you did a lot of. I mean, you did really good.
Thank you so much.
That's
It
all I can say.
means a lot. It means a lot.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
That's all, man. Thank you.
Have a great day to
Right.
you, Sandeep. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You too
Yeah.
have a great day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
So no, one second, right? So I don't have your resume. Where are you working right now?
I'm working in Accenture currently.
So
Do you
when did you
join?
join Accenture last time?
I joined 2019 July. around 3.5 years back.
Okay. Okay, okay, cool.
If you
No
ping me
problem.
your email
Thank you,
ID
man.
here, I will send my resume after this call.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's fine. I'll get it from, if I want, I'll get it from my manager. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much once again. Have a great day to you, Sandeep.
You too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. উদ্ধার হয়ে গেছে ভাই রিয়াক্ট মনে হয় উদ্ধার হয়ে গেছে